Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the O'Reilly race at Phoenix tonight. And it was like maybe a 2 or 3.5 out of 10 race. It was pretty tame and calm for the most part. Besides the final stage, there was a few incidents. But other than that, it was pretty tame, pretty calm. There was a nice battle for the lead in that third stage between Carson Quaffle and Jesse Love, which was pretty fun to watch. I don't know how many laps it lasted, but I felt like it lasted for quite a while. And Carson actually got the lead in the pit stop cycle, and then after that, LeVar Scott got spun out, and there was a big incident. Swallowage, Brandon Jones, a bunch more. Looked like Sammy Smith clipped Brandon Jones, maybe spun him out, and that took out 3 JGR cars, which was pretty hilarious. But Justin Allgaier ends up getting the win. He had a pit road issue, which put him back in, 21st? I mean, he's been in the series for a while, so it was a great race, at least the second half. The first half, though, was pretty tame and calm. I would say the second half of the race was a lot better, so probably more like a 5 out of 10, actually, because second half of the race was good. First half was kind of It was whatever. And then the second half was better. It was actually a good second half of the race. Allgaier winning's cool. And Raja finished in the top 10 for getting after starting bad, and he finished ahead of Corey Day. Gee, wonder who should be in that 17 car. I mean, it ain't bad for Corey Day. It's probably, his second, maybe his first time here, maybe second, so. And Byron that 88 didn't run that well this week. Wasn't as fast. Should have had Raj in that car full time. But, yeah, Allgaier come back from a pit road issue that put him in 21st. Really, the race was fun. Yeah, really, the race recap is first half was pretty tame. It was boring, but at least it was tame and calm. Second half was a bit more chaotic and was much better. So honestly, I actually give the race a 5 out of 10. And normally, I'd have I wrote my notes in the notebook, but I'd know what actually happened in the races. There wasn't too much. It was just kind of tame first 2 stages, and part of the third stage actually had a really good battle. There was movement throughout the field. Like hell, 4 guys in the top 5 started outside of the top 12, and Sam Mayer even started in the rear of the field. But I thought Jesse Love or Carson Quaffle probably had the 2 best cars tonight, but Allgaier was really good. He didn't have a good qualifying spot, moved up pretty quickly into the top 10, then he had the pit road issue, but he was able to come back from it and get the win. Jesse Love, I think, led like 114 laps. His car was on rails again at Phoenix. Carson Quaffle, man, it would have been nice to see him win his first race. But Jeremy Clements, he didn't get the finish he deserved, but he actually had legit top 5 speed tonight. Raja Carruth and Jeb Burton, good runs for the Jordan Anderson cars. Anthony Alfredo started 4th for Viking Motorsports and ends up finishing with a top 10 tonight. Parker Ratzloff in 14th, he gets another good finish. Taylor Gray, Brandon Jones, Ryan Seek, some of the drivers involved in that wreck still were able to get top 20. Brent Cruz finished 18th. I don't know if he was involved in a wreck or if his car just fell off that bad. Strapoli actually had a solid night going. He had a pit road issue. The only guys that DNF'd were Ryan Nelson had a mechanical issue, and William Swallow was involved in that crash. Nick Sanchez had mechanical issues. LeVar Scott had a spin. But the stages, Sammy Smith won stage 1, Jesse Love won stage 2. LeVar Scott had that big spin. And then there was that big crash in stage 3. Sawallich, Brandon Jones, Sieg, Taylor Gray, Blaine Perkins, Dean Thompson, I believe, were involved in that. And then Justin Allgaier passes Jesse Love with like 10 or 11 to go, and he ends up getting the win. I think he led the final, 10, 11 laps maybe. He ends up getting the win, so that's what happened in the stage. So let's go over the results now. Gave my overall thoughts on the race. wiping throughout the stages. Let's go over the results. So now let's go over the results here. So Justin Allgaier gets the win. He led 11 laps. Jesse Love finished the second, led 114 laps, ran the fastest lap of the race, started second. So he overcome that slow stop to end up winning this race. Allgaier did, past Jesse Love on the outside. I mean, Jesse Love probably had one of the fastest cars tonight. But tough shit. Carson Quaffle finishes third, led 22 laps. Sheldon Creed finishes fourth. He led 20 laps. He hit the wall coming off 4 when he was in the lead. Sam Mayer finishes fifth, led 11 laps. Sammy Smith sixth, led 10 laps. Jeb Burton seventh. Roger Carruth eighth. Great runs for the Jordan Anderson cars tonight. Corey Day ninth. Anthony Alfredo 10th. Jeremy Clements 11th. Austin Hill 12th. William Byron 13th. He was also in that big wreck. Got some damage. Parker Retzlaff 14th, continues to get good results. Taylor Gray 15th, Brandon Jones 16th, Ryan Sieg 17th, Brent Cruz 18th. He was running pretty good early on. I don't know what happened. Joey Gase 19th, Daniel Dye 20th, Chandler Smith 21st, Austin Green 22nd, Harrison Burton 23rd, Kyle Sieg 24th, Dean Thompson 25th, Patrick Strapoli 26th, Brennan Poole 27th, Blaine Perkins 28th, Garrett Smithley 29th, Josh Balicki 30th, Nathan Bird 31st, Mason Maggio 32nd, LeVar Scott 33rd, Austin J. Hill 34th, Nick Sanchez 35th, Dawson Cram 36th, William Swatch 37th, Roundfield 38th, and last is Ryan Ellis. So that's the start to the Phoenix weekend. Had IndyCar today, which was pretty fun. Overall, the race was not really too great for the first half, but the second half was a lot better. So, ended up getting a 5 out of 10, but not going to make this video too long. Don't want to just go yap, 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 yap. I'm just going to end it here. So, leave a like, come subscribe for more. Till next time out. Peace.